in you. You can do this. I believe in you that you can reach your goal, and that's the main thing. You feel yourself exhausted. You feel yourself very depressed if that day was a failure for you. But remember. Alright, guys, and here is the new type of the podcast. That's the video type of the podcast. I hope, guys, you will like this, and I hope in the future I will try to make all of the podcasts in the video format. But don't worry, I will send the audio formats just below the video as well, so you can just listen to them, or if you want, you can watch them. So, and today's podcast is about the why people give up. It's very important to understand the reason why most people quitting, why most people are, just in half of the way, just stop doing the things. They just give up. They just don't want to do them anymore, and they lose the opportunity. In today's podcast, I'm going to talk about this. By the way, it's the solo version. I will be alone discuss about it. So. The most important thing you gotta understand while you start anything in this world, whatever it is, swimming, craving, diving, whatever you want, just, I don't know, playing the chess, starting the podcast section as I do, the main thing is the consistency. That's the main thing. If you started anything, if you really, how can I say, see yourself in there, if you see yourself doing this till the rest of your life, and the key here is to understand if you love this, and only then you can start. You gotta ask yourself a couple of questions before you start anything. First, the question, if I love this. The second question, if I really wanna do this till the rest of my life. The third question, do you really see yourself in this position? And the final question, why do you need this? If you answered all of those 4 questions correctly, there is not the correct answer. The main thing is that you gotta answer them. If you have the answer to them, I'm pretty sure that you can start doing this. Alright, I wanna keep talking about for the very long time, but one thing I just don't wanna forget to mention is the motivation. The main thing in the starting anything also is the motivation. When you are motivated to do things, and you have to understand, you have to understand that motivation shouldn't come out of someone, shouldn't come outside, from the outside. It should come from the inside, right from here, right from your heart. If you cannot get that motivation out of yourself, neither podcasts, videos, nor the motivation videos, or the mentors or people who are around you will help you to get that motivation, right? Whatever you do, wherever you go, the main thing is the motivation. Most people give up after the first failure. Most people give up after the first difficulty. Most people give up after the first challenge. The life has its ups and downs. Every time, whatever you do, there are a lot of ups and a lot of downs. You have to just push forward. You shouldn't stop. You have to just keep doing the thing which you really see yourself in. Because without it, you just cannot get to your dream, cannot get to the stuff which you want to do. As Denzel Washington said, without consistency, you will never finish. But more importantly, without commitment, you will never start. So, those words inspired me really a lot when I first started doing my podcast, when I first started, seeing myself in this sphere, it's really important to get motivated. I just want to say that. Guys, if after the first failure you feel yourself upset, you feel, really anxious, you are disappointed what you gotta do next, you don't know the next step, Never stop looking for the next step. You have to explore all the avenues in order to find a solution to your problem. You have to try everything in this world. Unless you start working on yourself, unless you start finding all of the solutions to your problem, unless you start working, you will not get anything, you will not achieve anything. That's the key. Guys, I said a lot of guys. In this world, you have to move without any stops. You have to move. Doesn't matter how fast you move, doesn't matter, what kind of steps you take, whether they are minor steps, whether they are, really big ones. In most cases, they are minor steps because there is like a staircase, and when the length between each and every step is very high, your hand cannot get to this, But when there are small steps, there are small lengths between each and every step, you can just easily get climbing on them, just easily can get up and up. You will not stop. Most people, don't see any progress while they doing this. For instance, just take as example the working out. When you first start working out, you won't see any progress, you won't see anything unless you do it consistently and every day. After a month, you won't see anything. You just feel pain, you just feel yourself exhausted out of it, but you won't see progress. After a couple of months, maybe something will change, but there is no big progress. And only after your hard work, only after the stuff you do, only your consistent daily practice, after maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, you will see the progress. That's the key. Sometimes the thing takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of time, and if you cannot give your energy and time to that stuff you want to do, you won't see the progress at the end. I just want to say that most people move barely, they really, how can I say, their steps are really barely, and that's the key. You shouldn't go fast, you shouldn't go really fast, you can go smoothly but get to your destination, or you can go really fast, get exhausted from it, get tired from it, and really give up on it. So don't do this. Go slowly, go consistently, go with your dream, go with your desire, never stop. I believe in you, you can do this. I believe in you that you can reach your goal, and that's the main thing. If you don't believe yourself, remember this, I believe in you and you can do this. When you start doing the things, belief is the main thing. Believe. You have to just, you have a faith in yourself that you can overcome all of those problems. You have to have the faith in yourself that you will get to the dream, that's the thing. Nothing will stop you. I believe in you. Neither the problems, neither the financial problems, problems with your education, family, nor the problems with the time on everything and whatever it is, neither of them will stop you. I believe in you. Just trust me that with a consistent work, with a consistent movement, you will get to your dream. Just remember this. Sometimes we have dark times. When the black days come, it's really terrible. It's difficult to recover after them. You feel yourself exhausted. You feel yourself very depressed if that day was a failure for you. But remember, always go forward despite all of the failures, because at the end you will get the joy. At the end you will see the difference. At the end you will see the result. Isn't it the thing which you were striving for? Isn't it the thing which you desire for? So always push forward, always, never give up. I believe in you. I totally know that you will get to your dream. Sometimes in the life we have difficult moments, but if you do all of the steps I mentioned earlier, if you strive for the new things, if you try new things, if you always work for them, you will get to this. The mountain is not created just for looking at it. The mountain is created for climbing on it. But most people have a misunderstanding of what the mountain is created for. But if you could understand the meaning of the mountain, if you start climbing on it, if you start slowly, step by step, consistently getting on it, you will reach the top of the Everest. And when you look at the bottom of that mountain, you will see that it's overcrowded. You will see that there are millions of the people who are just at the bottom, but you are, my friend, you are in the top. Try to be different from others. Try to, make a different thing. Be different. Be that white crow. Don't be that black one. Don't be in one position with everyone. Be yourself. Be different. Make the difference, and you will reach your goal, and you will be successful. Alright guys, thank you for listening to and looking at me, thank you for watching this new type of the podcast. I hope you like it. I hope that this new format will, make a big difference. I hope that you will get a new experience of the podcast, how it's recorded and how it looks like. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment.